Hello and welcome back to part 6 of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, where this time we're moving on to the 11th dimension. Not the 10th dimension from Crash Transality, but the 11th dimension. So yeah, really, this is really interesting, cool stuff. So, yep, so here we go. Without further ado, let's go with Snow Way Out.
Crash Bandicoot, you banished me to the past, but all it did was give me more time to plan your doom. You'll find me up the mountain. Don't freeze on the way.
Well, you know, I'm sensing a real fraught history here. How many times have you beaten this clown anyway?
3.
Really? Only 3? Funny. Seemed like more.
Yep, so here we go. This level, this you know, sort of like introduction video there was actually what was used in the trailer, but also as well, this is actually one of the stages that was actually used in the demo. You know, the 3 levels, Dino Dash, No Way Out, and Ship Happens. So yes, this is one of these 3 levels that are basically used in the demo, which unfortunately I never really got to play because I bought the physical version back in the day. So yeah, here we go. So new mask. With this mask, what you do is, if you press R2, basically, it just slows down action, which is actually really cool stuff that actually does happen. So yeah, very handy for sneaking through objects, like traps that are like really high speed, like these, or getting multiple crates that are on a very short sort of like timer for those red explanation crates. So here we go, bonus round already. So yeah, this level's actually not too hard, but the actual changing dynamics once again really do make it cool. So yep, definitely good. Another thing you can do as well is you can actually hop and bounce on the nitro, so you got to be very careful here though, because I mean, slipping on the ice can sort of mess up your sort of like footing. So yeah, not exactly something you really want to be doing. So there we go. I think I've got this awesome stuff, and there we have it. That's the hard part done. Yeah, so this basically is like a very worthy replacement to what was used the tiptoe for sneak shoes from Crash Wrath of Cortex. So my voice is not the best at the start of this Let's Play already, for the simple reason I do at the minute have like a menthol sweet in, and the way to sneak this crate up there, that is very sneaky. I mean, yeah, so here we go. Yep, we'll find out what has happened here when we get to do the flashback level, so that's all I'm saying for this one. So yeah, another thing as well, slowing down these waterfalls is needed, definitely, in order to pass. There might be a way to do it without, but I'd say for me, especially when doing a Let's Play, to where you don't want to be making too many mistakes, I'd say it's definitely like beneficial to actually do it the proper way, the legit way. Now the way to sneak that crate back there, that is very sneaky. Very sneaky indeed. I mean, this game does have a lot of sneaky tricks up its sleeve. Now is there a crate over there? Nope, that is for the alternate level, so I'm just going to leave that for now, because I don't need it. So can I get these Wumpas on here? It's a gamble. Yes, I can. Cool. So but not as much as the gamble I mentioned in the last part. So yeah, I don't exactly know if that will really be happening, but the idea exists. That's all I'm going to say. Now these enemies here with the ball and chain, you've got to be very careful with your timing on these guys, because these can kill you very easy. And I haven't come across a single Aku yet, so... and I don't recall actually picking one up and losing it, so... That just goes to show that, you know, if it was to change one thing about this game, in difficulty-wise, maybe add a few more Aku could help. I mean, it doesn't really help about the bottomless pits and the timings required and stuff like that. I mean, it's not really going to help in the laser gauntlet in the last level, but at the same time, it will help in, like, maybe levels where there's a lot of enemies about, so... But then again, that could be filling in a hole somewhere, but not in another place, so... Yeah, you can't fix the enemy difficulty, but not fix the difficulty with other things, so yeah. There we go. And you can also see, like, cool stuff going on in the windows as well. You know, like the shadows behind the curtains, like, people moving about in there, so there is actually life going on in this dimension, so... And there we go, finally we have an Aku. So, yep, so I'm going to land here. Yep, so... The way to sneak these crates back here, I've always found that just so sneaky. That was like a first red flag that this game was going to be a hard game. Absolutely was. That was it. You know, the way they were just hiding crates, just willy-nilly, like that. Because, you know, Toys for Bob just knew they could do it. Now, Toys for Bob have this reputation for making, like, really, really ridiculously easy games. You know, including Skylanders. But this is an exception. You'd think that this, like, maybe co-developed and there was a lot of aggro, like, going on within the development of this game, but that's actually not true, because, yeah, this was actually developed by Toys for Bob to be a really hard game. Yep, Toys for Bob made a hard game, everyone. Very interesting stuff to know. Now, we are now approaching the end of the level, and so far I have done well. All I've got to do now is just not fall within this sort of, like, tight headspace. And then have there we go. Nice stuff. And there we go. Just 2 more crates to get, which will just be triggered by them. And there we go. We have it. Nice stuff. Awesome. So that's another insanely perfect relic. Awesome. Now, we're not going to be unlocking any more skins for the simple reason you've got to start doing inverted levels to do that. So we'll be probably going to using any skin we want now. But I think what I'm going to do for now is I might actually switch to using Coco for a bit. Because, you know, instead of just reusing skins over and over again, I mean, I can use a cat's meow one for now. I'll use that for a few levels. So, yep, so here we go with Countdown Crate Intro. Countdown Crate Nitro, sorry. I read that totally wrong, so... Yeah, it is actually Intro and Nitro, but they're like spelt other ways around, so... Yeah, that is actually a very good fact. It really is, so... We just swap the I and the N around, so... So it's nigh, not in. Oh, cool. So, yeah, how come I'm only just realising all this stuff now? But that's actually something I've never even given a thought. I mean, maybe you're not supposed to give that a thought in a Crash game, so maybe I haven't really been missing out that much, so... So yeah, we have Ripperoo's theme song playing here. Okay, so I'm going to let them time out. Cool stuff.
But we must be careful, my friend.
There we go, timing. So now if I can trigger that TNT, there we go. That will destroy those crates. That's all I need. Yeah, so basically that's the type of crates that I'm talking about that like just switch and form a bridge that like, you know, sort of like moves a little bit at a time. My controller's battery level is low. No, that is really not the appropriate time for that to be happening right now, especially in a part. So, right, can I get over here? That is the question. Oh, yeah, but, yeah, I'm not going to do well for timing here at all, am I? Yeah, I think I've really sort of got this all messed up. Okay, yes, I've never actually thought of using that as a strat. I might be able to actually get over here. Yes, there we go. So all this time I've been struggling with that. I can get over like that. I've been trying to get all these crates to get to the next... Yeah, I've been trying to get all these crates that were there first, and then go into that single crate. Maybe that's the way they wanted you to do it, but... yeah, but I can understand how it worked the way I did it as well. So yeah, I've actually figured out a new strat to make this easier for myself. So yeah, whatever makes things easy, you know, it's worth doing, guys. It really is, so...
Please, I just don't want to scrape Bandicoot guts off the floor anymore.
Okay, so I think I've got this one. Thankfully that sweet's going to be gone soon, so I'm not really going to have to worry about that being in my mouth while I'm trying to speak, so... But my throat was running so dry, and I was getting so out of steam with my voice, I had to. So anyway, here we go. So yes, that's that flashback tape all done, and out of the way, done and dusted, awesome. So yeah, before I recorded this part as well, I had to make quite a few changes on my computer, move some files around, because I was running out of hard drive space, and I know with the solid state drive you can actually damage them if you run them out of space, I believe, so... Yep, so here we go with Stay Frosty. Yeah, so I definitely, absolutely do not want to be doing that to my computer. Oh, something just came up on my computer saying a restart is required. Gaming services from Microsoft. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to actually just ignore that. So for now, if I want to restart my computer, I will do that later. Not when I'm recording a Let's Play part, unless it decides to restart itself when recording, and that would be sad, because yeah, because that would totally ruin and make my recording unsalvageable. So totally not what I want to be happening when I'm recording a Let's Play, so... Yeah, that's the annoying thing with recording with OBS. I'm going to get background sounds from my computer like... You know what? That was such a dumb, stupid death, and I was at the start of the level anyway. I'm just going to restart that and pretend that didn't happen. In fact, what I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to play back to where I was so I can... But in fact, maybe not, because I'm not exactly that far back in the level, am I? So... Yeah, but you're like in a frozen cavern here, so... In the last level, you was outside, but in this level, you're like in a cave, so... Yeah, it's just amazing how these like levels change, but yet you're still getting snow inside, which is it's either that or it's like outside at night. One of the two anyway, so... And I'm going to have to really be careful what I'm doing here, because I'm going to end up dead if I do not watch myself, so... Yep, so... Here we go. I really love that slowdown mask. The thing is, I'm not saying the mask's name because I really have no idea like how to pronounce that name, but you know, I will exactly look that up, and I will be and I can always like mention that in the next part. So, because I believe we will be using that in some later worlds. So, you know, all the masks in this game come in so handy. Now, you could not complete this game without any of these masks. I'm just going to say this right now. So. They do play a massive part about this game. Now, they might as well have just called this game Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Masks, because that's basically what's going to be, you know what I mean, what you've got to use a lot, even though it is about time, you know, sort of like a time space, but, I mean, about time does fit, because it has been such a long time since, you know, it actually had a new Crash game, so I can understand why they went with this name anyway, so yeah, really cool stuff. Yeah, so the hidden gem in this level is hidden in a ridiculous place. I'm just going to say that right now. But, I mean, it's not really got a lot to do with this, but yeah. In fact, this game released in 2020. That's the ironic thing. And this game's like got all these like things to do with masks, and you know, masks obviously they were very important in that year because if you're watching this back, because of a certain world situation going off. So yeah, it's amazing they actually made the decision to choose that. Oh, I thought that was a shadow, but it's actually just a bolt. Yeah, very interesting stuff. It's just a screw holding the platform down, so I thought it was actually a shadow, like I was actually missing something, but I actually wasn't. So there we go. I got the checkpoint here. Nice stuff. Now, I don't want to be dying anyway, because, you know, for obvious reasons, you lose something very important. Well, not very important, because you can always go back for it later, and you don't have to collect it. Right, I lost a mask, but I'm not exactly too upset by that, because you don't exactly need Ako invincibility in this level, believe it or not, so... and I'm probably going to lose it anyway in the bonus round, because this bonus round does take some figuring out, I'm not going to lie, so... there we go! Cool stuff. Now, on to the bonus rounds, so... that's a good thing as well, as I said before, the bonus round acts like another checkpoint. You know, a cool thing they added to Insane. But at the same time, it's a bit pointless why they put a checkpoint next to a bonus. Like, it really is, because that just renders it useless, because you're going to go into the bonus round anyway if you're going for, like, collectibles, so... I don't know why they even put a checkpoint next to a bonus round anyway, it just makes absolutely no sense. I mean, there's odd decision making in this game that just sort of like doesn't make sense, but they've done it anyway. So yeah, I'm just trying to give an unbiased opinion. I absolutely love this game, but a lot of people might not for certain reasons. Here we go, up here. Yeah, I'll get rid of that nitro. Right, I'll do a long spin over here. Come on, nice one, and there we go. I got the hidden gem. Awesome stuff. So, yeah, time to go back now. So, yeah, this would have been considered too hard for Crash 1 development. I'm going to stress this again. It really would. Well, during the development process for, like, the average consumer player, but obviously, video game skill levels of players have increased over the years. People back in the day wouldn't have believed it, but it's happened, guys. Video games have got harder. And people have got more skilled at games. So here we go. Nice. I got another Insanely Perfect Relic 2 in a row. Awesome stuff. Fantastic. I believe I got it in the last level. I forgot. There we go. Insanely Perfect Relic earned. Nice. Yes, I can crush another level. Awesome. So yeah, let's continue. But before I crush another level, I've got to crush another flashback tape, of course. So let's go back and do that right now. And yes, I do have that. So, yep, so here we go. Let's do the final one in the first row. Cortex Vortex pre-check. So, yeah, this is the last one. The very last one, guys. So, yeah, this is the one I was talking about in the previous part that can be a real pain. You've got to sort of, like, have your timing right. Now, hopefully, this is not going to take me too long. Because if it does, yeah, you see, this is what I mean. I'm already messing this up, as you can see. So, yeah, so I want that. Oh, no. No, no. Right, okay, so, yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm going to actually do the going ahead strategy, like I did in the previous ones. I actually am. Because that way, I think I can actually time what I'm wanting to do with these TNT crates. Because these TNT crates are going to be gone soon anyway, so... there we go, that's good. So cool stuff with that. Nice. So... come on, let me through. Let me move. Oh, come on, I nearly had that. Yeah, so... yeah, that is the tricky part of this tape. Especially after make a quick turnaround after doing that, so yeah, This is going to be a long adventure, guys. A very long one, so... There we go. Nice stuff. Ah, I walked too fast. So, yeah, I don't exactly know the correct way of doing this, and every time I come to do it, I'm just bound to make a mistake in one way or another. It's just... yeah. There we go. Right, all I can do now is wait. And the way they've got like the lava on the floor in the background, that is actually really cool stuff. How it looks. Right, okay. So yeah, right, onto that. Yep, cool. No! Oh, what are you meant to do there? Like, legit. They expect you to be like so fast and so snappy. This is like Crash 2 mod level stuff. It really is. Yeah, this is not an easy level at all. The second half, believe it or not though, is pretty easy. That's the absolute ironic thing about this. That just does not make much sense. It really is. So, right, walk to the end, tiptoe there. Cool stuff. Right, there we go. That's how you do it. So yeah, don't die here. There we go. Right, I'm safe. I'm safe, guys. Everyone, I'm safe. Right, this part here is not too bad. This is way easier than it was in the last part. And I say that and I just go and die straight away, so... not exactly something I want to be doing. You know, maybe I'm just like jinxing myself. But, yeah, I'm not going to bother with them because I know the TNT is going to destroy them anyway, so... and there's a lot of rumbling going on in the background, I don't know if you can hear that. That is a plane flying around, so, yeah. You'll be hearing a lot of this in this Let's Play, so... there we go, 190 crates, I did it! Right, I tell you what, I am absolutely relieved that I managed to actually get that done. I really am, so... at least that's one nightmare flashback tape done and out of the way. I'll tell you that. Now anyway, on to the next level. Now this one was controversial when the game released. You know what? I'm going to equip a skin I haven't had yet. I actually think, personally, that 360... yeah, I'll have that one. That one actually does fit it quite well. And as for Coco, yeah, I'll have that one too. So they both match. So here we go with bears repeating. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about this level while I'm in here, but I'm going to talk about the main part that I want to talk about when I get to it, because, yeah, this really does sort of like give you this iceberg lab sort of, you know what, I didn't even want Coco yet, you know what, I'm going to quit to map and I'm going to change back to Crash. I don't understand, because I didn't change it back, I didn't say I was going to play as Coco yet, did I? So, yeah, but time to go back to Crash and let's go. Because I think Crash goes better on Polar. I think, to be honest, Coco's better with Pura. But that's just how I feel genuinely about this. So, yeah, it's using like a headset. Now, that sort of like similar reminds me of like the PS5 sort of like headset. How it's like one of these big over-ear headsets. Now, I'm not really a fan of these type of headsets because, you know, basically they're too big. I like the on-ear headsets that like rest on your ears, but not the ones that go over your ears and then close over your ears. I find them a bit too heavy on the head and they're not the most comfortable. But I have got the Pulse 3D headset and, you know, it's cool for the 3D audio, but I can't wear them for too long. So yeah, this level here, anyway, talking on topic, basically, this very much reminds me of like Crash to Insanity's Iceberg Lab, you know, before you go to, you know, High Seas Hijinks, you know, the area between there and the main Iceberg Lab area. It kind of reminds me of that, it really does, because, you know, like this cave like hidden in between, but on a much harder level. Sorry, it just took me a bit of time there to think about what I was actually going to talk about, but... Okay, so... Yeah, I'm doing that a lot, so... There's quite a few adventures in this game, for the simple reason, coming up right now, as you may see it, there is indeed a gem path, so... Yeah, yeah, this one, thankfully, is not too hard, and it's quite a short one. Now, I really miss having the gem path music not in the game. Same for like the death routes, but you know, you can't have it all, can you? You really cannot have it all. Now, I can see myself getting a death here. I really can, sadly. But no, it's actually going quite well. So yeah, you can use this mask, but to be honest, you don't really need to. I don't exactly know why that's actually included there, but you know, I'm going to use it anyway, so because that's how the game intends you to do it, and I like to do intended stuff in the Let's Plays, although I may cheat from time to time, but anyway. So yes, there we go, find the hidden gem in the yellow. Yeah, I don't know why that prompt even comes up, even if you got the yellow gem. That's maybe one of the things I didn't exactly pay the closest attention to detail on, because in other games that would have just like disappeared, so... But so far, everything seems to be going all good. Yeah. Nice stuff. Cool stuff. Awesome. So, yeah, there's a hidden gem in this level, but I've already got that, so... But, I mean, in the inverted version of this level, there is a hidden gem as well, but I'd say it's in a more awkward position than it is. And there we go, with the timeline scene, so... Yeah, there we go. So, anyway, the part I'm wanting to talk about now, the adventurous part. Up here, there is a polar section, similar to what you'd find in like Bear Down, you know what I mean, Bear It, and you know, something Totally Bear in Crash 2. But this one was a bit of an adventure when the game first came out. The hitboxes were so narrow, you had to have like 100% precision in order to do this. You actually really did need to have precision to actually get every crate, and it would take you literally about 20 attempts. Now imagine doing this for the Insanely Perfect Relic on 106% playthrough, first time around. It was not the most fun, I'm just going to say that, so... But thankfully, Toys for Bob have got that fixed now. Now there's no wide hitboxes. Wider than they actually are in Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled or say CNK. So yeah, now you can pretty much just cruise for all the crates. So watch this. I should easily be able to get all the crates. So yeah, it's same controls. You can use circle to boost, or you can even use the right trigger. You know, they've added extra accessibility options. You know, they could have really done that with Insane, believe it or not. You know, for people who, you know, have certain disabilities or dexterity or hand conditions, they could actually, you know, sort of like use the right trigger instead of a button on the controller. You know, they're way more accessible, but, you know, at least Crash 4 has that in. And I mean, being able to do this, now, pretty much first time, if this would have not been patched, or been pre-patched, you know what would have happened? I'd have actually missed about 7 crates, at least, so far, so... I don't have an Aku, unfortunately. Now here we go, time to grab that flashback tape, because we're going to be needing that. Yeah, that's something I actually need to check that I've actually got all the flashback tapes. I believe I have. I can't see myself have missed any, because otherwise I'd have gone back and got them. So, yeah, that's something I've got to do as well if I die in a level, and it's got a flashback tape. I have to go back and get it, because otherwise that's not completing the game, is it? So you can't get them in inverted mode. So here we go, first time I got it, nice, an insanely relic, what? An insanely perfect relic, awesome, so yeah. So here we go, nice stuff. Another gem path done as well, so yep, so time for another flashback tape. And then, time for another boss, so... Yeah, there's a hell of a lot going on in this game, as I said. This game is pretty big, I'm not gonna lie, so... Yeah, and of course, building bridges, the Torna timeline version, but I'm not doing that yet. I'm really not doing that yet. Anyway, here we go with the next one. So this is gonna be, Subject Perameles, Perameles Coco? I don't know how you say that word. If anybody wants to help me out in the description, if you're watching to this point, yeah, you absolutely can.
Begin experiment log. New subject. Codename Coco.
Yeah, so this is Coco's like introduction now to the flashback tapes. Yeah, which is really nice, and I'm not going to get all crates because I really don't need to. Because the TNTs will take care of that. Cool stuff.
Scallion brother of yours hadn't escaped, you wouldn't be all alone. Crash is the real villain here.
Yeah, it's actually going there. You can actually get on top of these. Now, I don't understand why they've wasted sort of an opportunity here to where you can actually go on top of those and actually do something, because you actually cannot, so... And whoa, I don't know what's going on with the camera here, but that did not help me at all. That was actually starting to act pretty weird, I'm not gonna lie, so here we go. At least we got the checkpoint. So yeah, Crash 2's Warp Room music is just beautiful. It's like the most nostalgic thing I've actually ever heard in my life, because Crash 2 was actually the first Crash game I ever got to play. You see, I loved Crash Bandicoot as a kid. I know I still do now, and it was the first one of the first video games I ever got to play. Either that or Super Mario Brothers on Mario All-Stars. Oh, I died. But I can definitely remember the strongest memory with this game. I really can. So, yep, it's got a beautiful place in my heart. It really has. So, a very special place even. So, yeah, really cool stuff. So, yeah, these bouncy crates, it's all about timing as well. You see, everything is all about time in this game. These bouncy crates, it's about time. TNT crates, it's about time. You know, the red exclamation crates that give you timed crates, it's about time. So, yeah, I can understand why this game is actually called that. Ah, no! Did you see that? Right, if you was looking away from your screen for a second, you're going to have to go back and watch that. That was brutal. I was at the end of the level and I just died. Yeah, so you collect crates, you collect lives in this, but the fact of the matter is, I'm collecting lives in this, but if you die, you don't lose them lives, just go onto your, like, total life count at the end, I believe, anyway, so... Yeah, that's actually really, like, weird stuff that actually, really happens, so... Cool stuff. Right, we're approaching this point at the end of the level again. I really cannot go messing this up again. Maybe I'm overthinking it. No, okay, there we go, we got it, nice. So at least that's it. I nearly messed it up though. Ladies first, awesome. So that's the trophy for completing the first Coco flashback tape level. Nice. So, yep, here we go, right. On to another boss now. Let's see how this one goes. Yeah, this one's going to be great fun. It really is, so... Yep, so here we go, another boss, but I think we might, this is the bare bones skin, but I'm going to save that for the next world, because I actually think it does fit that, so what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to stick with this, so, and I mean that skin does actually just suit a boss so much, so, anyway, here we go, 4th time's the charm, let's go.
Crash Bandicoot! It's about time! This is going to be just like the old days. Except this time, everything will go according to my plan!
Yeah, so here we go with another Dr. Neil Cortex boss. Now there are 2 in this game, as you may guess, so... Yeah, that's really ironic. Now this boss is fun. I'd say fun, nearly to the same degree as, let's say, the Crash 3 Warped one was. You know, for both versions, but the fact of the matter is, I'm going to say, maybe the flaw with this one is, you have to slow down and hit these enemies, these bots by the way, and they attack. Nice. Maybe the problem with this one is there's a lot going off at once. Now, I just don't understand the whole like easy bosses in a really hard game thing again, because if he was to die, like any time now, you see, just like that. See, his health is still on 3 bars, and it's even put the punch bot there now. So I didn't even. Yeah, this is what I mean. The boss mechanics in this are just a little bit all over the place, I think. But the bosses are still fun, regardless. But I just don't understand exactly like why they make bosses so easy in such a hard, high skill level video game. It's just, so there we go, last round now. So, but you know, still, so long as it's fun, that's the main thing. And I mean, the bosses, to be honest, I mean, bosses are not really my favourite point in any platformer, to be honest. I'm more the person who likes to do the, well, I mean, personally, I'm this person who likes the actual just platforming levels in general. Not really too much fussed about bosses and stuff like that, but I mean, they are a nice touch. The game would be left feeling empty without them, so right, that's, so yeah, so a lot goes on here, I'm just going to say that. So maybe I could use the slowdown timer, but I'm actually not going to. So yeah, the electric floor just looks so fierce though, I'm not going to lie. So there we go, final hit, awesome, done!
Blasted bandicoots! Must we keep going around and around like this? Tell me, Crash, is this all there is? Forever? No.
I'm really unable to handle this simplest of tasks.
Gloat all you want. I quit. If you need me, I'll be on a tropical island somewhere. Alone.
How fortunate. You see, I no longer have needs for our alliance. I found a new partner and a new plan.
You were scheming behind my back?
Of course. The rift generator has capabilities beyond your meager imagination. You were content to simply rule over space and time, but I'd rather start from scratch. Erase it all. Wipe the slate clean. I'm going to reset the timeline and rebuild it to my liking. I will become a god, which means you won't exist. And neither will those feather-brained masks or those meddling marsupials.
Wiped from existence by that pompous peacock? I'd like to see him try after I shove that tuning fork up his...
But not if we get to him first.
It appears we have a common enemy. Perhaps there's a way out of our endless cycle after all. Huh? Okay.
Yeah, so there we go. Really cool stuff. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, 4th time wasn't a charm for him. So yeah, some pretty crazy stuff went on in this last cutscene. But yeah, so there we go. I think I'm going to wrap this part up now instead of chuntering on about much else, for the simple reason this part's already been quite long. So oh, did I just see a red flash when I went? Oh, there we go. It's Cortex as teleporting in. So there we go. So here we go. The Oedipus dimension set 88 million before Crash Bandicoot. So yeah, yeah. So 88 million years ago from this day. So there we go, everyone. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this part once again. I much appreciate, and I hope you've all enjoyed. And I will indeed catch you in the next one. So I hope you all have a good one, and I will indeed catch you later. So have a good one all. Have fun. Look forward to the next part, and peace out.